Prior to the pandemic, Quiet Waters was operating two different types of Medicaid programs, a Discovery Day program and an overnight respite program known as our Bed and Breakfast. Our Discovery Day program took place Tuesday through Fridays at each location in a 1-to-5 ratio, meaning one staff with 5 guests. The program was designed for peer interaction, adding a positive variety to daily routines, and providing community engagement with volunteer jobs and outings. Such examples of these outings and volunteer jobs would be volunteering at the library, churches, visiting OMSI, Tulip Festival, bowling with friends, games, and much more. Due to the group dynamic, Oregon Department of Disability Services made us close these programs due to the safety while COVID-19 was still present in the community. Our other respite program was our overnight bed and breakfast program. Our bed and breakfast program was designed to provide families and caregivers respite, as well as the guests be able to come have fun and be in a safe environment away from their everyday life. Think of a vacation house. Our bed and breakfast program took place Friday through Sundays at each location, again in that 1-to-5 ratio. This was a great opportunity for guests to relax, experience things they wouldn't typically get to do while they were at home, and create not only memories, but relationships with their peers. Well, like I said, the families and caregivers got some respite. This program was closed as well due to the group dynamic and safety while COVID-19 was present in our community. With programs being closed, we had to be creative. Although Quiet Waters had a cash reserve, the funds were no longer coming in due to no programs being able to be provided. Not having connections with guests was our biggest challenge and what we had to conquer first. We had to be connected. Many guests have attended programs for over 10 years, so if you can imagine, this was extremely disruptive. We sent out many mailings with coloring pages, word searches, crosswords, anything we could do to keep guests busy at home, and also launched Zoom meetings simply so people from day program could connect. Over time, this turned into something way more than we ever could have imagined. We made sure that guests had technology so that way they'd be able to access Zoom if they had desired to. This meant that we went mobile. We started providing day program Zooms 4 days a week, which just seemed incredible to be able to just launch. While staying connected with other organizations, brokerages, and the county over this pandemic, we had no longer felt alone, and we did have some hope for the future, even though our 2 programs had shut down. We learned that we are now able to actually start billing for the Zooms, which was extremely exciting because we had no funding coming in due to programs not being able to operate. So some would say this was a home run. Quiet Waters Day Program Zoom meetings had been going on for over a year now at this point, with great success, and the enthusiasm that each guest and staff bring to the meetings is just incredible. Once Oregon Department of Disability Services allowed for one-on-one in-person services, now we got to be creative again. We found a way to not only host our Zooms, which are now 5 days a week, but now we got to launch our one-on-ones, which take place 7 days a week, depending on our staff's availability. So hooray, now we had a replacement for our 1-to-5. Once we started operating our DSA one-on-ones, we had to learn how to work with the many restrictions that were put in place to maintain safety and still make sure that everyone was able to be provided the highest quality of care for our guests. At first, we were only able to provide one-on-one services out in the community because ODDS told us that's the only place we could. So here we were again, mobile. This meant a lot of coordination and creativity from our staff and guests. We had strict schedules to make sure that staff and vehicles, as well as there being starting and ending points where guests would not come into contact with one another due to restrictions. In order to serve the number of guests who were seeking services, as well as providing adequate hours for staff, it was apparent we needed more staff and additional vehicles. Due to schools being closed, some of our staff had children at home that were still in schools, and we've done our best to adapt their schedules based on everybody's needs. Quiet Waters was blessed with a vehicle donation for our Tigard location, and we've hired 3 new staff since our one-on-one program has launched in late August 2020. Our one-on-one program is currently operating out of Martha's Place, Tigard location, Selah West, our Hillsborough location, and of course, our local community. Hooray for being able to be indoors as well as in the community. Even with all of the creativity, adaptation, and learning experience, Quiet Waters wouldn't be able to still be here today, this May, after a year of a pandemic without our team. This past year has been a lot to say the least, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of our team members, the guests, donors, board members, and our local community for being patient, as we all have learned this new way of adapting and learning how to be so resilient. We are thankful that we are mobile technology as well as physically in our community. This past year has proven that no matter the challenges we have in store, God provides strength to allow us to continue our mission to support individuals with developmental disabilities, their families, and caregivers by providing services to restore their spiritual, physical, emotional, and mental health. Thank you.